Welcome back into Buffalo Bills Madden 24 franchise. I am Josh McCarty from Bills Chat, and before we get going today, I would ask that you please take a moment to like and subscribe. It helps Luca and I out so much as we are trying to grow this channel from the ground up. And this week, week number 8, we have the 0-6 Tampa Bay Buccaneers coming to Buffalo on Thursday Night Football. It is a short week, which is what our very first action is. We're going to go into this and see what it says about the ramifications of playing for a short week. As you know, short week this week. These quick turnarounds are always especially tough on the defense from a recovery and stamina standpoint. That paired with limited time to prepare. I didn't read that fast enough, of course, and that goes both ways. As an offense, we should have plenty of opportunities to take advantage of these defenses and make some plays ourselves. Exactly. Let's go out there with the expectation that we're going to put a lot of points on the board and ensure that their life is going to be a bit easier and they don't need to be perfect. Good chat. Beat the Buccaneers and score 4 offensive touchdowns. That seems fairly doable. For this week's practice, we're going to stick with half pads on both offense and defense, which, with it being such a short week, we really want to just make sure that we are prioritizing stamina and we are prioritizing player health. We are going to continue to focus on Dalton Kincaid, Kyer Elam, and Gregory Rousseau. We've had some good luck with that so far. Want to continue to grow those players as a big part of this franchise, as I think I need to get Dalton Kincaid more involved. I have not had a big Kincaid game in a few weeks, and it's time. I probably need to make sure that he's more involved. So make sure nobody got hurt in practice this week. We are scrolling down on offense, and so far so good. No injuries to report. Could this scroll any slower, he says, as he continues to kill time and not talk very clearly. And now we're looking at defense. Looks like there's no injuries here as well. All part of the plan. Fatigue seems to be in our favor. Guys gained fatigue, which is good. Good advantage going into the week. We have some player upgrades available. Middle linebacker Terrell Bernard has an upgrade available. We're going to go with pass coverage for him, and he is going to get a boost in zone coverage, tackle, and awareness. Love to see that. And then everybody's favorite safety, Damar Hamlin, is going to go with zone, and he's going to get zone coverage, play recognition, pursuit, and awareness. All right, you all know the drill. I said this last week. The schedule gets considerably tougher after this game. The Buccaneers are 0-6. We were 2-4 a week ago. We had to win 2 in a row. We took care of the first part of that, winning in New England, and now we have to follow it up with a victory over these 0-6 Buccaneers. This has to be a win, and quite honestly, this game needs to be comfortable. Let's get it to the garage early and see if we can't be celebrating on the sideline as this game is winding down. Let's get out there and let's get ourselves a win. Under the lights of Thursday Night Football, the Bills will play host to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We are going with the all-white uniforms for a very important reason, because we want to see the creamsicle Buccaneers uniforms, and we want to see them in their full glory, easy for me to say, with the orange tops as the Buccaneers take the field. They're looking for their first win of the season, and we certainly hope that doesn't come at our expense, as the Bills are looking for their first winning streak of the season. Won last week. Need to win 2 in a row. Todd Bowles wondering, how do I still have a job? Baker Mayfield wondering, how do I still have a job? Interesting nugget here. Battle of former 2018 first-round pick quarterbacks. Josh Allen has been a hit. Baker Mayfield, not so much. But the Buccaneers are ready. We're ready. Hopefully we are ready to go out there and get a victory. And as Tyler Bass puts his foot on the ball, we are going to be underway in Buffalo as the ball is going to go back for a touchback. And I say this every week. It is super important for us to come out and start fast. I don't like playing from behind. I think it leads to bad decisions. And what we can't have this week are sloppy mistakes. You can see they don't have a good quarterback. Only just over 1,000 yards, 5 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Certainly not a productive passing game, even though they have the weapons. We are going to try to put this game away early, but we're going to be smart. We're not going to assume anything. And we're going to just see what happens here on first down. Nice little play action to start the drive. And right off the bat, Chris Godwin finds a hole in our defense. They do have good weapons. Evans and Godwin are still very effective players in this game. I don't know if Baker Mayfield's the quarterback to support those weapons, as Chase Edmonds is getting the carry. I'm assuming he's their third down back. You can see there Ed Oliver is out for 4 weeks. Daquan Jones and Poona Ford are stepping up in that spot. But we're going to need everybody on defense to kind of pull a little bit more weight this week because we're down our best defensive tackle. And it'd be nice to get something out of the edge rushers we have on this team. Nice hit there by Tre'Davious White on Chase Edmonds. All right, let's get out the field, defense. Let's get out the field, get a stop, get the offense on the field, and get one step closer. Oh, we got lucky there. Completely dropped as their receiver. I couldn't even tell who it was. No, who's number 3 for the Bucs? I'm not positive. Did make a mistake this game. Put myself back in the Bills playbook, both on offense and defense. Did not enjoy my... Holy cow. Holy shank, Batman. Was that like a 10-yard punt? Now I see why this team's 0-6. I'm back in the Bills playbook. You know, didn't enjoy my experience there week 1. Don't love their defensive playbook for lack of quarters and dollar defense, but we'll make it work. And we got good field position to start off thanks to the shank. We're going to see if we can't get something going here on our first drive of the game. James Cook up the middle for 5 yards. They are tough up the middle. They have Vita Vea. They drafted the kid out of Pittsburgh, Cansey. So they have quite a few recent high draft picks on their defensive line. Now they're pressing Diggs. You know the rules. When you press Diggs, we're going to see if we can take a shot. But here's the thing. Where is Kincaid? Why is Kincaid not lining up in my slot? Did I change something here? So for whatever reason, Trent Sherfield was listed as a slot receiver. I don't know how that happened, but don't like that. So Sherfield's going to get himself one snap here. Hopefully this just goes to Diggs for a touchdown and we can forget about this play. Not going to happen. They got the double coverage out there. Sherfield, make a play. Thank you. Now Sherfield, go back to the sidelines. Love it. Here, I'll let you celebrate with a first down. Thank you. Good start so far. Need to find a way to keep it going, though. All right, Diggs is one-on-one. That's just easy money right there to the best receiver, maybe in the entire sport, playing that off coverage on Diggs. Some of you might have noticed already, I have moved it down to 8-minute quarters. I just think the games were going a little bit too long, and I was a little concerned by how much of a lead I had in the passing stats compared to the other quarterbacks, so I figure 8 minutes might be the more of a sweet spot. Ooh, nice job by Connor McGovern there to get to the second level. You'd love to see that. Frees up James Cook. If I could have made somebody miss, that would have been an easy walk-in touchdown. All right, 2nd and inches. This is a tough front, but they're not necessarily holding strong so far. James Cook up the middle. Nice block by Reggie Gilliam. Can Cook get in? And Cook's having some good runs this game. All right, we're going with goal line halfback dive. Not bringing in Latavius Murray. Could prove to be a mistake. That didn't get in? Okay. I like the push we're getting on offense, though. I feel like we're winning the line of scrimmage battle, so I'm not really afraid to run it right at him again. Oh, boy, I should have been afraid. They just absolutely run blitz there. See, I wonder if Kincaid will be open here. Let's see. He will be. Touchdown, Dalton Kincaid. I think that might be his first touchdown of the season. Like to see him get more involved here. We saw at the end of last week's video that Diggs and Knox are among the league leaders in receptions, which is great in receiving yards, but I want to start using the rookie tight end more, and that's certainly a great start with that play right there. They almost blocked the kick there. That would have been frustrating. All right, Baker. What do you got for drive number 2? He's giving a thumbs up to Todd Bowles, so he must feel good about something. Unless Todd Bowles' last comment to him was, I think we're both going to be fired after this game, and Baker was just agreeing, which would be kind of funny. Oh, boy. Come on, Trey. Can you catch Chris Godwin? Cannot. So that didn't take long. Had a blitz on, and it was one-on-one coverage across the board like we've seen several times this season. Tre'Davious White struggles to hold up in one-on-one man coverage as Chris Godwin with an easy catch and run ties this game up. So the Buccaneers are not going to go away without a fight. And quite honestly, we're looking at them as an 0-6 football team, but they're looking at us as a 3-4 football team. So it's not like we're going to win the battle of intimidation here. Nice over-the-middle pass to Kincaid there. He cleared the zone. Got a nice accurate pass out of Josh Allen, which I like. And so far, Kincaid's been a big part of what we're doing. That was lucky that was incomplete. That could have been a sack. Nobody really cleared open in time. And we'll just be happy that we didn't get the incompletion there. Or that we didn't get the sack there. Diggs, wide open over the middle. Thought maybe he had a chance to score there. Great tackle by their safety. But right now the offense is really finding no resistance, which certainly I'm a fan of. This looks interesting. It's going to be Connor McGovern pulling out to the right. We have a little bit of a numbers advantage there, especially if McGovern gets over there clean. This could be a nice run. McGovern with another great block. Springs Cook. 6 for 30 so far for Cook. Knox over the middle. We'll take our 5 yards, 6 yards. And it's going to probably wind this down here to the end of the first quarter. Maybe we'll get another play in. We shall see. I think we can get another play in here. I don't love this look. Nice block by Gilliam. Cannot break the tackle, though. And that is going to take us to the end of the first quarter. 3rd and 2. And the Bills are driving. So far, so good. Unfortunately, that last drive was pretty disappointing, where the Buccaneers just went right down and scored. I feel like the dive is going to be good here because they only have 3 guys there. I have 3 guys blocking. If my guys all do their job, Cook should have room to run. And he does, and Cook has plenty of room to run. Can he break a tackle? No. But so far, so good. As we have an injury we absolutely cannot afford. Dion Dawkins going down, and he's heading to the locker room. Scary times in Buffalo, as we do not have great offensive line depth. If you're a Bills fan, you know all too well we don't have great offensive line depth, as David Quessenberry is coming in. David Quessenberry. James Cook up the middle. James Cook for a touchdown. 2 for 2 on touchdown drives. Hopefully that allows us to get Dion Dawkins back. He has broken ribs and will not be able to return for the game, which means he's not only going to miss this game, he's probably going to miss the Bengals game. That's a tough, tough loss. We may have to go out to the trade market and see if we can't find a serviceable tackle. Maybe trade someone like a Boogie Basham who got traded in real life. See what kind of tackle we can get. That might be something we try to do after this game. We have an extended week, kind of a mini bye. Some time to really look into whatever moves we can make to hopefully sustain this injury. Let's go to the depth chart and see how it looks with Dion Dawkins out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put Ryan Bates in at left tackle. He came into the league as a tackle. He's been mostly an interior player, but he rates out better as a tackle here than David Quessenberry does. He's still a Buffalo Bill, unlike David Quessenberry. So we're going to give Ryan Bates a shot. We'll see how he does. And maybe if he plays well, it'll reduce the urgency to go out and make a move for a tackle. He's the 6th man. And boy, do we need him to step up in this spot. All right, 2nd and 4. Get over there and fill. Nice tackle by Milano. Setting up 3rd and 2. Would love to get off the field here. Quick 3 and out. Would make everybody happy. So I don't know why they do this. They're in 3 wide receiver, but the game is suggesting I go 4-3 now. Is this the game's way of telling me they're going to run? Why wouldn't they not match up with nickel? Well, they're clearly not running. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Russell Gage is their 3rd receiver. Okay. I always forget about Russell Gage. I think he's a good player, especially for a 3rd receiver. Had some good years in Atlanta. Kind of always been overshadowed by good receivers on whatever team he's on. Just terrible user play by me there. All right, defense, we need you to make a stop here. Nice tackle by Milano again. Edmonds is having a decent game so far. All right, 3rd and 1. Let's make a stop, defense. Get off the field. We do not. At all. As Edmonds is slicing and dicing us through the middle. Maybe we're feeling the loss of Ed Oliver a bit. It's always possible. Another run. Why wouldn't they run with the success they're having? As Tre'Davious White now goes down, which is going to bring Dane Jackson off the bench. So far, I would say this has been almost a catastrophe from an injury standpoint. We're already down Taron Johnson, and now Trey White's out. We're already down Ed Oliver, and we've lost Deion Dawkins this game. Oh, interception. I read that perfectly. Congratulations, me. One of my first user picks of the season. Needed that in the worst way as we were just running out of bodies on the defensive side of the ball. And Matt Milano with a huge play. And boy, did we need that. Not sure what Baker Mayfield saw on that play. Unless he just attacked my user because he saw me going there, which if he's been watching these streams, that's not a bad play to just throw it at my user. Bruised sternum for Tre'Davious White will not be able to return for this game. That's not good either. So excited NFL's back this weekend. We had the Chiefs and Lions last night, and now we have the full slate of NFL games. Obviously, the Bills and Jets are on Monday Night Football. But man, isn't this just not the best time of the year? Football all weekend long. It's just great. Let me know in the comments, if you're not a Bills fan, what your favorite team is. How you think your team's going to do this year. How you feeling about week 1? Your team going to get a win? Unless you're a Jets fan. Then I don't want to hear from you. Just kidding. James Cook. I feel like I'm seeing the field pretty well today against these Bucs. Need to try to find a way, though, to extend this drive. James Cook. Oh, he drops it. Shoot. Would have loved to have that. Not going to go for it here. It's 4th and 4 in our own end. Going to have to trust the defense. James Cook was not my first read on that play. My gunner is getting absolutely mugged as Alex Austin is one injury away from being a starter now on this team. That's pretty scary. So Dane Jackson has come in for Tre'Davious White. Nice tackle there by Christian Benford, who was just about done playing nickelback for Taron Johnson. Will be back soon, but now he may have to play for Tre'Davious White if he's going to be out for an extended period of time. All right, 2-minute warning in Buffalo. Need to find a way to at least hold them to 3 on this drive. Want to go into halftime with the lead and getting the ball. I mean, if Baker wants to throw me another pick, I certainly would take it. Nice little dump down there to Edmonds. Edmonds has been their primary back this game. I don't know what's going on with Rachaad White. What a great screen call by them. I was very slow to react to it. Moves the chains. Again, not enough resistance by the defense. I'm not as afraid to press here as we get closer to the red zone because the back end line kind of works as another defender for us. I think I'm going to get called for pass interference on that one. I got caught up in traffic. Dorian Williams. Yeah, that's on me. Not sure why he didn't jump for that ball, though. I felt like I was in position to get it, but he just didn't jump. Man, easy money. I feel like I need to just start shading inside. All right, can we get some resistance here? Might call timeout if we stop him on this play. Did he just... Hopefully he forced his own guys to jump. He did. Thank you. That's a weird, weird spot to do a silent count or to do a hard count. Because if you get it, you're talking about like an inch. But if you mess up like you just did, you lose 5 yards. So it's just not worth it. But they, of course, it doesn't matter because the run defense just got absolutely walloped. And this game is tied. Can we put together a drive before halftime, get some points on the board? Obviously, 7 would be great. 3 would be just fine, though. We're getting the ball coming out of half. Just to go in with the lead in the ball would be a great feeling. As Cook has some blockers out there. We'll get 10 yards to start the drive. We will burn a timeout. We have all 3 in our pocket. Might as well use one. Whew. Sure, I'm glad Josh Allen didn't fumble there. I had no interest in sliding, apparently. Diggs? Oh, just overthrew him. That would have been a money play to get in the field goal range. So nobody is lined up over James Cook here. Could get a nice short completion if that stays that way. It does. Cook with an easy catch and run. We're going to try to spike it here to save some clock, or save our timeout. Now we have a couple shots here. We should, as long as we don't turn the ball over, protect our field goal. Diggs got feet in bounds. Perfect. Now we're on the 6-yard line, and really, there's a lot we can do here. In the end zone, he fought his way in there. Stephon Diggs. I panicked. I wasn't saying anything because I wasn't sure what I was doing. Somehow, some way, we scored. What a perfect drive, and boy, did we need that. We're going to go into halftime up 21-14. I was scrambling. I threw it to Diggs. I was debating if he was even going to, if I should have called my timeout, and he fell into the end zone. What a beautiful play by our best player. All right, it's halftime here in Buffalo. 21-14 Bills. Money drive to end that half. Really, we're struggling to stop them. They are matching us pretty close yard for yard. But we had a turnover. You see the upcoming slate of games coming up for this week. The Patriots and Jets play. That'll be one we keep an eye on, certainly, in the AFC East. Since we're Thursday night, none of these games have taken place yet. All right, this is what we want. Double dip opportunity. You score before the half, you get the ball back, and then you come back and score. And that's how good teams put bad teams away. All right, we'll see if we can get the run game going early in this quarter. McGovern again does a great job getting to the second level. He is having a fantastic game at left guard so far. Nobody's open. Throw it away. Thought maybe I could have forced it into Diggs there, but just didn't feel comfortable about it. All right, Diggs is being pressed. You guys know what that means. Dang. They had everybody blanketed on that play. Glad I didn't get called for intentional grounding. Appreciate you very much there, refs. Overthrew Diggs. Luckily, it wasn't intercepted. And 3 and out. We cannot do the double dip. The Buccaneers defense does their job, gets off the field, and now we got to play defense. All right, I got to get Alex Austin out of that gunner spot. He is just getting mugged every single time. Chris Godwin is having a nice game. 125 yards in the first half. I am concerned about how our defenses look so far without Ed Oliver. It feels like we haven't had much resistance against the run. Obviously, missing Tre'Davious White is less than ideal as well. Sure felt like my cornerback got picked there. Maybe it was just a good route combination. Cade Otton with the first down. Bucs are interesting this year. It really is going to come down to Baker Mayfield because they still have enough talent around him, particularly in that division, to challenge for whatever they want to do. I don't think there's a great team in that division by any means. Maybe the Saints are, on paper, the best team. I am not a Derek Carr believer. But if Baker Mayfield can just play decent, the Bucs could be a headache. Nice tackle there. Ooh, sack by Gregory Rousseau and a fumble, and they're going to punt. Gregory Rousseau with a big, big play. He's had kind of a quiet season. Love to see that. That's a game-changing kind of play there by our third-year defensive end. And I have moved him to pass rush edge, so he's no longer rushing from the interior. I really want him to just focus on being an edge rusher. He's one of our best young players, and I just want him rushing off the edge, even with that Oliver out. All right, probably should let this one go. Get a good bounce there. And now we get a chance to extend this lead to multiple possessions. And I would certainly be in favor of that. I don't know if that needed to be said. I said it anyway. I say a lot of things that a lot of people would deem unnecessary, obvious, if you will. But it's kind of who I am. Interesting counter there, kind of slow developed. 13 for 60. Nice catch by Diggs. Diggs feels like he's having a pretty good game. 5 for 70, solid all around. Something a little more meaningful. Kincaid, what a catch by Dalton Kincaid. Put it out there for him to go get. He had to catch it to prevent the defensive back from making a play. He does, and the rookie is having a big night so far. Nice throw by Josh Allen, too. All right, looks like we should get some running lanes on this one. It's going to come down to Torrance getting that linebacker at the second level. Nope. It wasn't Torrance on that one. It was Devin White just blowing it up, who I wasn't even really focused on. I'm lucky I got rid of that one because just no time in the pocket. I do feel like Ryan Bates is playing okay. That's encouraging. But we'll see as this game goes on. Oh, boy. Okay, had to get rid of it. Was in field goal range. Didn't want to risk it. Glad they didn't call us intentional grounding. And a big kick coming up here by Tyler Bass. Have to make it. It's a longer one. Should be good. Down the middle. And Tyler Bass gets us a 24 to 14 point lead. Feel good about that as Mitch Morris just got Hoosier daddied on that field goal block, rush, whatever you want to call it. We got a 10-point lead as we're winding down in the third quarter. Feel good about that. One more stop and we should be pretty firmly in control of this game. Really trying to get the run going, and what a play by Von Miller in the backfield. That really sets this drive up to fail for them, as Von Miller making a huge play. We're going to go man across the board too high. We're going to put Leonard Floyd back in coverage to help. See if we can't get home with a 3-man rush. Ooh, nice knock away by Cam Lewis. Big play by Cam Lewis. The Bucs have to punt, and all momentum is in our favor. You can check the bar up top. All momentum is in our favor. It's not just a saying, folks. It's a Madden reality. I don't care about style points. I just want to get this game home. I'd love to pad Josh Allen's stats, but we got to get a win. Got to get back to 500. Get back in this race in the AFC. Oh, boy. Running backwards with James Cook is certainly a choice. Into the third quarter. Put your fours up. We're in a good spot here, but we are certainly capable of blowing this, as those of you who are familiar with this series can attest to. But we're going to have a positive mindset. We're going to see if we can't win a football game. Gabe Davis, just out of reach. That would have been a first down pass. Offense kind of got stuck in the mud a little bit. Could use a big play here to get out of this funk. Oh, that was so dumb. So dumb. I was trying to throw to Diggs, running across the field. I just said I'm capable of blowing it, and something like that will certainly give them every chance in the world to get it done. I don't know why I thought I could throw it across the entire field, across Josh Allen's body to Diggs. Complete self-inflicted wound there, and I feel like if I could, I would bench myself. All right, defense. Bail me out. Bail me out, defense. Fullback dive. They don't get in. They have a Questenberry of their own, apparently. Going back to the goal line. Little power football here. We're going to see if they try to quarterback sneak it. Try to blow up their run. Pitch out. Can't get there. And they're in for the touchdown. That is not Chase Edmonds. That is Vaughn. Okay. And just like that, we have a nail biter on our hands. Completely stupid, unnecessary play on my part. Gives them life. Makes this a scary game. And boy, oh boy, if we lose this game, I will deserve every single comment I get under this YouTube video, which I appreciate the hell out of, even the critical ones, because you guys are taking the time out of your day to watch this video, and I can't thank you enough for that. James Cook. Oh, one missed tackle away from really breaking that one. 2nd and inches. Need to settle this down. I don't know where Kincaid is. But Cook is feeling it right now. 7 for 72. We are not going to fight against that. We're gonna stick with it. So that play was blown up from the start. Had a linebacker in the backfield. Devin White again. Boy, he's been a pain in the ass today. Knox. Oh, cannot catch it. Boy, I needed that in the worst way. Would have felt great about that. But now we're facing a 3rd and 11. Can we find a conversion? Please, can we find a conversion? I don't want to live in the world where I don't find a conversion. Oh, boy. That was awful. Somebody make a tackle. I have not thrown a comeback route all of Madden 24, and my timing was way off. Make a tackle. All right, at this point, the goal is obvious. Hold them to a field goal, and then go down and score, and stop throwing interceptions. Like, literally, that's the goal. I did not want my defensive line to move that way. I'm trying to get them to go back left. They're not going back left. Matt Milano again. Another user pick. Matt Milano saves the game so far. And is he going to score? Is Matt Milano going to score? Mike Evans is on his tail. Zigzag. Tecmo bullet. Matt Milano, all-pro style play from the all-pro linebacker last year. He is saving our hide this game. No pun intended. And he has set us up in great position to put this game away. I don't know who was supposed to be blocking Joe Tyron there, but they certainly failed. Well, just like that, we're in 3rd and 9. Diggs. Catch it, Diggs. Diggs with the first down. What a catch by Diggs. And if they don't call timeout, we're going to the 2-minute warning. All right, all comes down to this. 8 yards away from getting back to 500. 8 yards away from putting this game away. But if we don't get those 8 yards, we can absolutely lose this game. Do I have the confidence to pass? Boy, I don't know. I don't trust my decision-making right now. James Cook gets a couple. First time out. James Cook maybe gets one. Gonna go with a safe pass. Just not really feeling like risking it right now. James Cook blocking. Get in the end zone, Cook. Oh, no. He stopped at the 1-inch line. We're going for it. We're going for it. Because even if we don't get it, they're on the 1-inch line. Going with our guy. Stokes recommended. Latavius Murray. We're going to see what happens. Delay a game. And now we can't go for it. When I tell you that I am my own worst enemy, I mean every word of it. I wasn't even watching the play clock. Well, here's the situation, folks. They have 1:46 left. They have no timeouts, but they have to get in the end zone. So nothing cheap, nothing deep, but we can't play prevent because they certainly have enough time. One stop defense. One stop. And we're on our way to Cincinnati at 500. Nice overthrow. We'll take it. Using Floyd in coverage for just one more person, trying to create my own little quarter defense here. Okay, that's a play we don't mind. That's going to cost them about 20 seconds for 5 yards. Benford! Christian Benford, the hero. Go down. I was too busy flexing. Christian Benford puts the game away. The Bills are going to improve to 4-4. Christian Benford has been a hero every step of the way since taking over for Taron Johnson. And quite honestly, we might still need him with Tre'Davious White's injury very, very much in the air. We are going to take our victory knees. We're going to get the hell out of here. And we're going to be super, super happy about being 4-4. Well, it wasn't pretty, but it was a win. They don't ask how, they ask how many. And the Bills, after a 2-4 start, after a crushing loss to the Giants, a crushing trip to London against the Jaguars, are somehow back to 500. Let's take a look at some stats. We'll see how it looked. Didn't feel like a big statistical game, and it wasn't. 218, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions for Allen. Baker Mayfield, 3 interceptions. Horrendous. Solid performance from James Cook. 22 for 74 and a touchdown. He also added 4 for 50 through the air. Dalton Kincaid was back in the mix this week. 3 for 54 and a touchdown. Stephon Diggs doing Stephon Diggs things. 6 for 80 and a touchdown. On the defensive side of the ball, Gregory Rousseau with the big drive-killing sack, Matt Milano, 2 user picks, and Christian Benford with another user pick. And honestly, Matt Milano would get the game ball for his 2 user picks throughout this game. All right, let's check out our conversation. Things didn't go exactly according to plan offensively, but we still got the job done, and that's all that matters. A win is a win, but we'll need to be sharper next time out there. That's for sure. We're against the Bengals. We got a victory. 1,000 XP earned for the entire team. Do have one new injury concern, as Dion Dawkins is going to be out for 5 weeks. Tough. Those are some big, big matchups he's going to miss, as Ryan Bates will take over at left tackle, and Ed Oliver still going to miss 4 weeks. It looks like we did escape without a Tre'Davious White injury lingering. That's good. But all in all, man, that's tough. Dion Dawkins is out, and we are out of mulligans now on the offensive line. So with Dawkins out, we're going to move Ryan Bates in there to left tackle. And obviously, he doesn't play left tackle in this game, but he's a guy that started off as a tackle in this league. He's a better option overall than we have in David Quessenberry. And we're just going to have to see what happens. We need him to step up. This is a big spot for Ryan Bates. We call him the 6th man for a reason. And boy, oh boy, is this a tough stretch for any tackle when you're talking about going against the Bengals and then the Broncos, which aren't too bad, and the Jets. And we have the Eagles coming up. We have the Chiefs coming up. So this is like the stretch, and we have got to find a way to last without a couple of our best players. All right, so we improved to 4-4. The Bucs fall to 0-7. We did what we said we were going to do. We came back from 2-4 to get to 4-4. But man, this next chapter of the season, folks, is going to be difficult. We have matchups coming up with the Bengals, the Jets, we have the Chiefs, we have the Chargers, we have the Cowboys, we have the Eagles. So buckle up. It's not going to get easier. We certainly are going to have to play better. But for now, we're going to enjoy the fact we're 4-4. We're going to enjoy the fact that we have a 2-game lead in the AFC East, which right now looks like the AFC least. None of these teams look like they really want to play winning football, and we're happy about that because we're certainly not doing that either. But man, next week against the Bengals, it's a playoff rematch, a team we want revenge against, but they are a tall, tall order. We are certainly going to have to play our best ball to get that game to the win column. One last time, if you have made it this far, please take a moment to like and subscribe. It helps us out so much in that nasty YouTube algorithm. I am Josh McCarty from Bills Chat. I will see you next time on Buffalo Bills Madden 24 Franchise.